Look, y'all, we all know that Chef had a bad day in the kitchen when he made Feli. We know it, he knows it, so now I feel like he's gonna go back to the original recipe. He better, goddamn it, because we can't do that shit again. Not again, no. What's going on, everybody? It's the Granddad Woolly, and you are here again for another edition of Woolly Reviews Hip Hop Data. We got an album review today. We're going to be talking about the brand new album that just fucking dropped from a legendary member of the Wu-Tang Clan who's been known to make some classics here and there and some not so classics. I mean, but you know, some things happen. Sometimes we can't be perfect all the goddamn time. This nigga's back. He dropped his new shit. We just gonna call Feli. Forget I listened to all of that. Cause goddamn it, Chef, what you doing? You probably didn't put enough paprika in the shit. Sometimes you don't do that and it fucks up the whole recipe. Talking about the new album from Raekwon entitled The Wild. Now, for those who don't know, like I said, Raekwon is a legendary member of the Wu-Tang Clan. If you don't know who Raekwon is, you a hip-hop fan, you ain't a hip-hop fan. I ain't even gonna go too deep. Just only built for Cuban Links 1 and 2. Anything he did with the Wu-Tang Clan, and then he did some other shit. Check out Wu Massacre 2. Shaolin vs. Wu-Tang, check that out too. And forget Feli. But he's known as one of the best lyricists, one of the best storytellers in the game, and he is back again, and he got some new shit he's cooked up from us, and sometimes the shit is fucking delicious, and sometimes it's like, you know what, Chef, I'm gonna just have water. I'm just gonna have water today. I'm on a diet. I'm trying to cleanse right now, because I can't have the shit you making. I can't have that right now. So now let's see if The Wild is a good ass dish that's gonna have us licking our fingers and being like, come on, Chef, bring it back. We need another helping of that shit. Or if it's gonna be like, yo, Chef, go ahead and take that back to the back and go ahead, just, you know what, just hang up the apron real quick. We don't need it anymore right now. We don't need this in our life. Feli, then this, what is you doing? Get out the kitchen, because you ain't doing it like you used to. Let's talk about it. And when I first put on this album and tuned into the production, I quickly realized that Raekwon has went back to the sound that we love to hear him on. He's got that production that just sounds so hard-hitting, gritty, grimy, boom bap-ish, just like that fucking just classic Wu-Tang feeling vibe, but it's also very soulful and just lush, and it just fits Raekwon's flow and verses like a glove, and it just sounds so good to hear him on. And he's not on that bullshit. He's not doing some shit he shouldn't be doing. He's giving us what we know we want from him, what he knows he excels at, and it just sounds so goddamn good. Some of the beats on here are just really, really sample heavy, really just like head nodding joints, like boom bap-ish, just like face crunching, neck breaking motherfucking tracks. And then there's tracks on here that just sound so just like Grand-esque, and like, it's not even the fucking word Grand-esque. It sounds larger than life and just like some big money type shit. Because you know Raekwon is big money. Like, you don't think so, but the motherfucker, he seems like he walks around in silk robes and flip-flops all day, just like counting just hundreds for no reason. That's what he seems like he does, and some beats sound just like that shit. And all these beats on here have a unique vibe and personality to it, but it just works so well for Raekwon's style. And I know some people say that Raekwon picks kind of like dated sounding beats at times, but I feel like the beats on here, some of them sound a little bit throwbackish, but they just work well for Raekwon, and they sound really good, and he sounds really good on them. So I didn't have any problems with any of the beats on here, and they did a really good job just translating what Raekwon was gonna say, what he was gonna do, and it just fit him perfectly. So like, he did his damn thing on all these beats. I got no problem with it at all. And when it comes to producers on here, he's got quite a few motherfuckers on here. Some I recognize, some I don't, but they all bring that fire. So it's like 14 tracks on here, 16 tracks, but it's like interludes and skits and shit that don't really count as a song. But he's got Dame Grease, Dan the Band, Frank G, G Sparks, J Dot, Justice League. Okay, that trailer just dropped. It sounds like it's gonna be a fire movie. That's not the same, but you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Mally the Martian. Okay, you know Marvin. Okay, Mark Henry. Mark Henry. Nigga, that's why I ain't seen you on WWE. You not in the ring. You in the studio making fire ass beats, nigga. Okay, it's career change for your ass. All right. MK Beats. Okay. Rhodes Art. All right. And Extreme. Okay, so those are all the producers on there, and like I said, they all do a good job on here, just giving Raekwon the proper palette to do his thing and really just showcase the things that we love to hear from Raekwon, and just really make him sound like he's on a Raekwon album and give us that quality, pure Chef that we love to hear. So now let's see what the Chef done cooked up on these crazy ass beats, and if he's giving us what we love to hear, or if he's doing some new shit. I hope not. Just stop doing new shit. Give us the shit we love about you, and that's all we ask for, Chef. Let's talk about it. Now, when it comes to Raekwon, we know what he likes to talk about. He's a good storyteller. He likes to talk about robbing niggas and taking they shit and living luxurious, and he likes a lot of Brazilian girls. I love them too. I mean, I know why. They fine as hell, and I got one. I'm just saying, Yo, so I feel you on that, Chef. And also he just be talking about like just how he's in the street still. He just gutter. Chef's giving us what he usually gives us, and we love it. That's what we love hearing from Chef, and he does it all over this album, front to back, from top to bottom. Chef just giving us that Raekwon that we missed and loved and wanted to hear throughout Fila that we didn't get. He gave it to us all on here and wild, and this motherfucker is going wild all over this album. He's got a lot of great lyrics and verses on here. He flows over the beat very well, and it seems like Raekwon's in just like a sort of focused, honed in zone mode where he's like, yo, I know that Fila wasn't up to standards of what I can do, so I'm about to go wild on these motherfuckers and show them what it really is, because the Chef ain't lost it, and I'm gonna show you that I still got it, and then some. And he did on here, and I really love what he did on this fucking album. He really kept my attention. I didn't get bored in any of his songs. I loved how the album flowed. It's even interesting because it's some interludes like I talked about. It's the singing motherfucker. I don't know if that's Rhodes' art because that's all it says on there, but it's the singing motherfucker, and he kind of just like breaks up the album into bits. So he's in the intro, the outro, and then he's got two other skits in between, which is a cool little break in between the songs. And it's just like you hear this dude sing, and he's just sort of like doing this little, like, you know, live impromptu, just like they're chilling, and he's just doing some singing shit, and Raekwon's in the background just like hyping him up. So it's really dope that's in there, and it's really unique, and it just shows that's the type of stuff that Raekwon likes to throw in his original type of albums, and I'm glad he's got that stuff in there. But when it comes to the actual songs on here, Raekwon is beasting. And when it comes to features on this album, Raekwon didn't get that many on here, but he got some, and they're actually really notable names, and they actually come through and do some things. So he's got CeeLo Green on here, Lil Wayne, Pure, Andra Day, and G-Eazy, and that's it. So it's 5 features on the entire album, and I think, like I said, I think it's like only like 12 or 13 songs, I think. I'm something around there. So it's a few of them. But when they come through on their features, they all come through and they do their damn thing. I didn't have any problems with any of the features. I was actually impressed with what the features did on this album because they all really just shined and impressed and really accentuated the song and really built it up and made it even better than what it would have been if they weren't on there, which I really, really like. So overall, these songs on here are all fire. The features are great, the production is great, Raekwon does his damn thing, so like I really got no problems with this shit. Raekwon seems that he's redeemed himself from that Fila bullshit. We can forget I listened to that, all of that shit, and then we can just worry about getting wild on these motherfuckers. The shit sounds fucking good as all hell. Now, you know I gotta give you my top 5 tracks, and this was kind of difficult, y'all, because this album is pure fire front to back, but there were 5 songs here that really stuck out and I just loved listening to, and I had to hit the repeat button a couple times before I got to the next one, and I got them right here. Here they go. Hold the fuck up. Here we go. It's This Is What It Comes To. First of all, Raekwon, did you know you had an extra O in that too? Fuck it. I mean, you wrote your shit. This Is What It Comes To. Nothing, and then Marvin, and then My Corner, and then The Rain. Okay, so let's go back up to the top. So we got This Is What It Comes To with 2 mysterious O's. I don't know why. I don't get it. I don't get the grammar of that shit, but whatever. But the song is fucking fire. The beat on here is fucking crazy. It's one of those classic, gritty, face crunching, head nodding joints that just get you just in the, just once your neck gonna break, because you just like know that some shit's about to fucking happen and Raekwon about to spit. And Raekwon comes in and he just gives a crazy fucking set of verses and hooks on here. He's got dope lines in here like, I hear the hood said you want a war with me. I shoot your projects down while your landlord sleep. Like, that's some ruthless shit. Like, your landlord just chilling, sleeping, the next thing you know, his whole project just gets shot down because you fucking with the chef. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. The next song is Nothing, and this comes right after This Is What It Comes To, and I really like this song. I like the vibe of it. It's real more mellowed down and low key compared to the previous song, but it's still got a nice beat to it. These hard-hitting drums, got this like real, I think it's like a saxophone in the background. I don't know, but it's just like this really nice horn going on, and it's got this, I've got nothing. Like, it's got a real cool sample thrown up in there, and it just sounds really just dope. And Raekwon's doing what he does. He's just talking about that street hood chef shit that he loves to talk about. And the hook on here is really dope too, because it really uses the sample real well. And he's got this line where he's like, yo, I'll put a gun in your mouth, and you yelling, I've got nothing. Because he's like pretty much robbing everybody. Raekwon loves to rob motherfuckers. I'm gonna make sure I ain't got shit robbable around Raekwon, because he seems like he'll just take it for no reason. The next song is Marvin, and I really like this song because this is probably one of the best songs as far as storytelling wise goes on here. This is actually a song that chronicles the entire life of the late singer Marvin Gaye from when he was born to all the way when he was killed by his father, and it just tells the whole story, his highs, his lows, and everything like that. I think it's really, really cool how Raekwon pieced together this story. He must have like looked up the history or knew about the history of Marvin Gaye and decided to put it into a full song, which is very interesting and very, very dope. I love the beat on here. It's very, very just soulful, but it's also very, very just like sort of like, it sounds like a memorial type song, a song where you would just really just, you know, talk about something like this, about someone that was lost. And CeeLo Green's on the hook, and he comes through with a very, very nice, very explosive hook on here, and I really love his hook on here. It just really rounds out the whole song. So it's a dope track, great storytelling from Raekwon, great hook from CeeLo, and it's a really dope song that really just showcases and symbolizes Raekwon's, I guess, appreciation for Marvin Gaye and what he is and who he was to the music industry and just to people in their lives in general. So definitely check out that song. It's a very, very standout song, one of my favorites, hot song. R.I.P. Marvin Gaye. The next song is My Corner, and this song right here is just fucking hard as all hell. I love this song. I love the beat on here. The beat on here, some people I've heard have said it's sort of like really generic and basic, but I love the beat. I love the hard-hitting drums. I love the synths on here. I just love the whole, just like the whole energy of this beat is just fucking crazy to me. It just gets you up and moving at the same time, but it's also a head nodder, so it's dope. Raekwon comes in with a really, really dope verse, of course, but it's Lil Wayne on here that really, really, really impressed me. I love Lil Wayne's verse on here. Lil Wayne came through and he gave us that old school Lil Wayne, not that new bullshit he be doing. He actually came here to rap, and he came through with a really great verse. I love Wayne's verse on here. I love his vibe on here, and I really like the last line he said. For some reason, I just thought it was like kind of funny and cool, where he says, Ben Franklin in a straight jacket, my money gonna stay straight, which I thought was like, it's like a very basic line, but for some reason I thought that line was just really stuck out, was kind of cool. But also he has another line where he says like, you know, this bullet don't got a name, but the nigga that hit it does. So it's just like he's really back into his true form, and I'm glad to hear Wayne really rapping again, because Wayne can actually fucking rap, and it's good to hear Raekwon bringing that out of him on this track. So if you have not heard this song, it's fucking dope. Definitely check it out. One of the stands out. Wayne kills it. Raekwon kills it. Hook on here is nice. I mean, I got nothing more to say. It's just a dope fucking track, and it's just listen to the shit. And the last song is The Rain, and this has to be my favorite beat on this entire album. When I first heard this beat, I was like, this shit is so fucking hard, yo. It's like, it's triumphant, it's soulful, it's hard hitting. It's just one of them beats that's just like, God damn, this shit's fucking crazy. And Raekwon matches that same intensity, because he's talking about just the rain of Raekwon, and just, you know, him talking that fly shit that he loves to talk. And this beat was done by Mark Henry. Now, I know it's probably not the same Mark Henry from WWE, but if it is in some off chance, nigga, stay out of the ring and stay in the studio, because this shit's fucking fire as all hell, goddammit. But it's a dope song, dope vibe. It's got a nice vocal sample on there. I don't know where it's from, but the shit works perfectly, and it makes the beat even fucking better. And I ain't gonna say more about it. Just listen to the shit, because it's fucking just, whoo, I'm gonna listen to it right after this, I swear to God, because it's all goddamn fire all goddamn day. And that's my top 5, y'all. But honestly, I gotta say that Raekwon put together a great fucking album, a redemption album for your ass. This is probably one of his best albums, the best album he's put out since Cuban Links 2, honestly. I think this is better than, of course, Fila. I think it's better than Shaolin vs. Wu-Tang, and even the stuff he did probably on Wu Massacre. This shit is like the quintessential Raekwon sounding album that we've been wanting for a while from him, and he's finally giving it to us. He told us this album was gonna be fire, and we shouldn't have never doubted him. I doubted him a little bit. I was like, you sure about that? But he wasn't lying. This shit is fucking fire, top to bottom. Great presentation. It's not that long. It's like a little bit under 45 minutes, but it just, in that time, Raekwon really takes advantage of everything. Every song on here just sounds so goddamn good. Even the interludes sound good on here, and I can listen to the whole thing front to back. And it's just the album that I'm gonna keep playing for a long time. And Chef, this is exactly what we wanted from you, and this is what you need to keep giving us from years on in, because this is what we fucking love to hear. And goddamn it, I can't wait for the next album. Make it the Wild 2. Make it wilder. Super wild. I don't give a fuck. Just keep this shit and enhance it, because this is the shit we want to hear from you. Thank you for giving us this shit. Thank you for making it up for Fila, because forget it. We just gonna forget about that. We won't even speak about it. So my final verdict, I'm not saying that Raekwon the Wild is an overall super dope fucking album that really redeems him from that Fila shit that we had to listen to 2 years ago that we are going to absolutely forget. All I'm saying is that beats on here are fucking crazy. Raekwon spitting on here. He's back to true form that we love to hear from him. The features on here are on point. All of them. The vibe of this album, it sounds just like the Raekwon that we want to hear. It's his best album since Cuban Links 2, easily to me personally. And I just love to hear Raekwon giving us what we know that he can give us and giving us a great album top to bottom. I'm going to be listening to this shit all year because, yo, this shit is fucking fire. It's pure, 100% Wu-Tang fire, and you gotta get it in your life. So all I gotta say is that for me, Raekwon, The Wild, is 100% Granddad approved. Definitely go check it out. Cop this album, support this dude. He is a legend and he gave us a crazy album. And like shit, I mean, I got nothing more to say about this because it's just all flame, all fire, all goddamn day. Indie Spotlight, nigga! Today's Indie Spotlight comes from an artist who has been on the spotlight before and he's back again with a new motherfucking joint that I gotta talk to you about. The man Wesley Rocco is back and he has dropped his new EP called Data Log Entry. It just dropped today actually. 5-song EP, and Wesley has really improved his game from his last project, Words to Myself. His flow has gotten more unique and better. He doesn't sound like Drake or Logic like he used to in his last project. He's really sort of tweaked it to become his own, which is really cool. The production on here is really fucking dope. LA Chase again handles it, and he does even a better job on this one. This dude's a great producer, so I really like him and Wesley paired together. They seem to work well together, so it really just outshines the previous project on the production tip. Love the vibe of it. And Wesley is bringing some really solid songs on here. His hook game is really nice. I like the quality of it as far as the sound goes, and he really does his thing on here. The best songs on here to me are Nostalgia and Die. Good opener, good closer. There is a song on here called For the Soul. Hey, I got a song called For the Soul, but this one here, not as probably as good as executed as mine. No diss, I'm just saying he really needs to work on his flow on that song. He gets a little out of pocket and sloppy at times on that one, but that's pretty much the only real flaw I saw, and those are things that of course will get better with more time. But overall, it's a really dope EP, so definitely check it out. Support this dude. He is really making strides to improve his craft, and I really appreciate that because it ain't easy doing this rap thing, y'all. So whenever you can get better at your craft and really work on it, I always appreciate that. You never know, he may be a big deal in the coming time, in the coming years, so keep your eye on him, support him, download his EP, and that's what it is. Now back to our regularly scheduled review. But I got nothing more to say. Raekwon, The Wild, is Granddad approved, so go listen to the shit right fucking now and just get rid of Feel Like. If you have it in your playlist, just delete it. I'm sorry, Raekwon. Can we just not even mention that album anymore? Can you just like erase it from your discography? That's possible? You can do it, right? You probably can. Doesn't matter. We're just gonna not think about it. Flip it. Alright, y'all, that's going to do it for today's video. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and drop a comment. Tell me what you think of Raekwon, The Wild. Have you heard it? If you have not heard it, you are fucking up because you need this album in your life because it's a that fire. Definitely check it out. Raekwon gave us one of his best albums in years, like I said. And I want to listen to this shit right now again because it's just so fucking fire. The Rain, though. Damn, that beat is crazy. Previous videos on this side was my latest single. Check that out, show us some love. And as always, Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, Instagram. Links in the description below. And subscribe. Button on the screen, button below. Woolly Reviews twice a week, as well as the CDK studies and the gaming channel. Check all that shit out. Hit the notification button to know when I drop new shit. And you know, shit, I got nothing more to say. So until next time I take my leave, Granddaughter, Raekwon, The Wild. The shit is wild as all hell and as good as all hell too. And goddamn it, you redeemed yourself, chef. You deserve a cookie. Make yourself one because you cook the shit because you're the chef, right? You got a culinary degree, do you? We need to check that. I mean, fuck it. I'm out of here.